Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy Grant Smith, and I'm joined with the one and only.
Ian Castro.
And it's your favorite podcast. I'd swipe right to that. Ian, what did you swipe right on recently? Or swipe left?
Oh man. Or swipe left on. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to go with the swipe left. This week I'm swiping left on the guy who sat next to me at work on Thursday and just kept cutting farts. And he kept scooting his chair in the opposite direction, like farther away from me, and also like not in my direction. Well, his ass wasn't in my direction. And he thought that I wouldn't hear because I guess I have a headset on, but I definitely smelled, and I was not a fan of that. So I'm swiping left.
Did he even like try to cover it up like by like, oh man, these chairs are super squeaky, bro? Like, did he even like try anything like that, or did he just like full on just keep ripping ass the entire day?
No, it's like he had no regard for me being next to him, and I was the only other guy in his row. And also, he just kept doing like for podcasts only, you can't look at this, but he kept doing this every single time I would start smelling something. He'd be like looking over just to see if I noticed. And of course I did, but I didn't act like I did. I guess I'm too nice of a guy. I didn't want to embarrass him. But
Yeah.
man, did I did not want to be at work that day.
Next time he does it, you gotta like you let him slide this one time, but the next time after that, you gotta call it out on him. Like do it in front of like his work crush or whoever that is.
Like, dude, stop ripping ass. There is a bathroom for that. And also there's 5 open desks, and I'm not sure why you sat next to mine. It's like the guy
So he chose to sit next to you.
I forget at what point during the day he called, like he came in, but I feel like at that point there was not a lot of people because I'm a mid shift person,
No.
so yeah, a lot of people, like the morning people, leave. And yeah, it's like the guy at the urinal who just decides to pee next to you as opposed to the one that's open 5 down.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, and
Ridiculous.
hey, what I know that one of the reviews on one of our Instagram posts is that we make a lot of pee pee poo poo jokes.
Eh.
So I do apologize that we opened up with a pee pee poo poo joke.
Hey,
But
this is only cultured humor right here. Only the
exactly.
finest.
But what did you swipe right or left on this week, Grant?
This week I swiped right on surprisingly an Imagine Dragons song. On Spotify, I was just shuffling through and like they got a new single called like Sharks. And I'm not like the biggest Imagine Dragons fan. I think some of their songs are pretty good, but I've been blasting that lately. That and Bones. So I'm on that little vibe right now. I'm liking it.
Sharks, lightning, and the sharks. Don't.
I
Is
thought
that
you
how
were
it
gonna.
goes?
It's more like baby shark do baby shark like
Mm,
kind of like
so it's a
that.
cover.
Exactly.
Ah, okay. You said you swiped right on.
Yes.
That's good. Nice. All right. Our first topic of the day. Well, our first and only topic, since we we do want an episode, is what again, Grant?
We're gonna be doing fast food places this week. The ones that we're gonna swipe right on, swipe left to. We're doing some of the general ones. We're not doing nothing regional, you know. So if you're in, I'm trying to think of a regional chain. Help me out here.
Jack in a Box is
Yeah,
not in Florida, but I know it's up there. We don't know anything about it, so we're not going to do it. But I feel like all the ones that we're doing are they're everywhere.
pretty well known. So the viewers at home and the listeners as well too for the podcast, they'll be able to relate to these ones for sure.
Exactly.
For sure.
All right. So starting off, we are talking about Wendy's.
Wendy's.
And right before the show, Grant and I were reminiscing over his Wendy's story. Let's start with that.
So I'd like to say this like February 2020. I'd like to say around that time period, maybe 2019.
You know what? I think Noel was still living with me then, so it had to be before that.
Definitely before February because it was only 4 months then. All right, well, timeline doesn't matter as much here, but essentially, we go to a Wendy's, we pick up some food to bring back to Ian's place, and we do the little kiosks because they start experimenting with those around this time. Those like back when like McDonald's first started also experimenting with them too. Um, but at Wendy's, they had it where you can like get a deluxe bun with your 4 for 4 meal. And I was like, okay, yeah, it's no extra charge. Let me get a deluxe bun for my extra burger that I'm having with this meal. Well, I get my food. I don't really like look in the bag or anything. We just head back to Ian's place to hang out. And I open it up and like I got my burger customized too. I added like, okay, some bacon, like some onions. I don't think I had pickles on it, but like I customized it and everything. I look in the box and there's no bun. It's just the meat, just the two patties and all of the toppings on top of it. So I guess the deluxe bun is really not having a bun at all. And with that, I even tweeted that out to Wendy's and they replied to me. I think I still have the tweet. They were like, oh, really sorry to hear this. Like, can you please like let us know which store it was? But I ain't snitching. We don't snitch on them. That's just how the bun was.
Yeah, that was the big reveal of you opening that up, and it was
Just
yeah, that was
nothing in there.
interesting.
We'll add a
Um,
photo poster.
yeah, exactly. I have a mixed relationship with Wendy's. It's never going to be my go-to. I will pass a Wendy's before I actively search out one. Not a big fan of their fries. I think those are just like they're mid,
Yeah.
as the kids say. And I don't know what I don't have a go-to order there. With a lot of these fast food places that you go to, it's fast. One, because of how fast the service is, and two, because you have like a go-to basically. And with Wendy's, I always have to look at the menu. It's like, hey, can I take your order? Oh, I need a minute. So I'm that guy. Uh, and yeah, I've just never been impressed with their food. Uh, Baconator. That's the only thing that I can think about when I think of Wendy's. Like that's their signature thing, right? And like ice cream.
Yeah, they got like the shakes, right?
Yeah. Oh, and I think they're also known for their salads because that's what my mom gets every single time. But who's going to a fast food restaurant and ordering a salad every single time you go? So,
Exactly. If I'm gonna get a salad, I'm gonna go to Olive Garden. You know.
yeah, exactly. So Wendy's is an easy swipe left for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna swipe left too on it. Not just because of the story I told, but again, it's just general food. It's okay. Like I usually just get a 4 for 4. That's my go-to, and like I just get a
Oh,
mix of whatever that is. You
I
know.
forgot about that. Yeah, that's a good deal, but at the same time, like it's not for me. Uh, oh man, so that was an easy one. I'm glad we started with that one. Uh, what's next?
Next, we got good old Mickey D's. Ian, what's your relationship with Mickey D's?
Oh man, if you want to talk about my relationship with McDonald's, Mickey D's, uh, talk about being the coolest kid in your class the day that it gets brought to the lunchroom. Your grandparents, your mama, your daddy, they bring McDonald's on a day where you don't have to have that school cafeteria food. You're the king of the world, man, and you get to sit at your own table. But I would always elect to sit with my friends still, so they just watched me eat the deliciousness while they had whatever shit the cafeteria was was serving. It wasn't that bad. Uh, so I love McDonald's, man. I mean, it's bad for you for sure, but as a kid, that was like the mwah, mwah, growing up.
Oh, 100%. It's chef's kiss right there. You get like all the special sauces. You have the kids asking you, like, okay, can they dip like their like inferior nuggets in your sauce? No, get out of here. We ain't mixing them together. This is selective breeding
Nice.
for our nuggets. But yeah, McDonald's, I like it. I loved when I used to live at Plaza on University by UCF, like had the McDonald's right there. We had our best like drunks night there too. We had a little party and afterwards we pretty much just went to McDonald's. I still have the recording where I told Ian I'm gonna go to his wedding while he's just trying to figure out what to order on the kiosk.
Yeah, I you just sent me that. Wasn't that a memory on Snapchat the other day? That's great. Yeah, man. Good times every single time you go to McDonald's. And just to piggyback off of that, and then what I was talking about, this just reminded me. My baby cousin, I think she's in middle school now, but when she was in elementary school and before like COVID hit, it was special for me to be like the big cousin who came to see her at lunch and brought McDonald's. And every single time I did it, I surprised her. And just like the happiness on her face, I'm like, this is probably how I felt too. And I felt happy, doing that for her. So there's just something about McDonald's. I know they're, probably they're not the best food by a long shot. It probably sometimes is, human fingers that we're eating or something like that, but it's really good.
Hey, those human fingers make a happy meal a happy meal.
Exactly.
So
Oh, and they have the branding to all the best toys.
yeah, they have the best ones. You go to Burger King and like Wendy's toys. I hated those. Those were just like I didn't have nothing I vibed with at the Wendy's ones. But McDonald's, you get like Yu-Gi-Oh cards. You would get like all the different toys that had the light ups and everything. Sometimes you had like little Game Boy games. Like they were creative in the 90s, you know?
Yeah, I completely agree. I wasn't like around for it, but it was passed down to me like by my dad. He's still alive, by the way. He just gave it to me. But apparently when NSYNC and Britney Spears was a thing, part of like a meal purchase, you would get a CD of the new single. Yeah, man. NSYNC and Britney Spears, you get a CD from McDonald's. So that's the kind of shit that McDonald's does, and they're the top of their chain.
Imagine like getting that in the drive-through and then immediately, because back then CDs were everything. Imagine just like taking out the CD that you're currently listening to and pump and like popping in the McDonald's and syncs. That's insane.
I know, right?
All right, so
Uh,
easy swipe right. Easy
Easy
swipe right.
swipe right, man. And this next one is going to be a little interesting. I don't have the most experience with this one. I've just recently gotten into it. Sonic.
Sonic.
What's your relationship with Sonic?
My mom really liked Sonic. When we lived back in Polk County, we would go there a lot more often. Ever since moving to Orlando, it's like a lot more like spaced out for some reason.
There's the Sonic right next to your old place in Winter Haven. I
Yeah.
know exactly where you're talking about with that Sonic.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
be right there on that street, like as you're heading into the downtown area. And like we would always stop by there every now and then. My mom really liked like the hot dogs. Apparently, they were like very like Chicago style, which was nice. The drinks were pretty good. I like the slushies. A lot of people I think go there for like the slushies and like the drinks that they got.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I'd say they got a good hot dog. I like how they still kind of go for the whole 90s vibe with like the servers on roller skates. That's kind of cool. But I feel like if I worked there, I'd probably break my neck.
Oh, 100% for sure. With Sonic, I mean, the last time that I've been there, I haven't been there for food in like years, but my sister introduced me, and I just looked it up to. They have a Nerds slushy. So
Really?
it's a slushy drink that you get with like I think your choice of soda, if I'm not mistaken. I may be wrong. We don't have. Oh, by the way, we don't have our producer with us today.
R.I.P.
He
He
already
did.
quit.
He passed away too, like Ian's dad.
Yeah. No, he apparently um, is pursuing a job where they actually pay him and with benefits, and where we didn't make him say, actually, because that was in his contract. But yeah, with the slushy, I think it's whatever choice of like I see cherry slushy, grape slushy, and then you get nerds like the candy inside of it.
Hmm.
And it was really good. And it was like really addicting to like each sip, you're gonna get like 3 or 4 nerds. It's like boba, but for but for nerds, I guess,
Yeah. That's wild. I feel
Yeah,
like
you
I'd
should try
choke
it.
on it.
Yeah, yeah. It was really I enjoyed it. So that's my experience with Sonic.
Nice. Nice. I'm gonna swipe right on it. I've had nothing but good memories with it. Nothing like too
Yeah,
negative.
yeah, exactly. And they have I'm gonna swipe right as well. And then they also have those commercials with those two improv
Yeah.
guys. Uh
Those
I
were
forgot
good.
what their names were, but those commercials were really good, and they still make those with different people. But yeah, um,
It's probably low budget for those two because they're just like in a car when you think about it.
exactly. They're already at the restaurant.
I wonder
Um,
if like you could find the restaurant that they use in those ads. Has to be
like
out
the
there
exact
somewhere.
location.
We could recreate an advertisement there.
Exactly. Let's see here. Um, I can't find who the guys are. Or the two wait, improv comedians TJ and Peter have played the two quirky Sonic guys in the commercial since 2002. So TJ and Peter,
Okay.
we love you. I remember back in our improv days at UCF where we saw some of their videos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was those guys that Jeff. No, was it Jeff or Carlos? Jeff, right? Jeff played
Yeah,
him.
Jeff was our improv teacher, and he showed us those guys, and we were like, "Oh, those are the guys from the Sonic commercials. They're really good improv performers, so check them out."
Check them out. Quick plug.
Exactly.
Nice. So for our next one,
So for our next one, who has the meats? Arby's has the meats. Whoa, dude. Okay, before we get into it, try to do your best impression of that.
Arby's. No, that's like too aggressive.
That's pirate.
No.
Arby's. We
Arby's.
have the meats.
Who's the guy that it's a rapper, fun fact, who like is making millions off of the Arby's jingle. I'm gonna pull
Really?
this up in the meantime, but if you have a story to tell.
Yeah. Arby's is that restaurant or a fast food place that you pass on a road trip and you're like, I'm already not getting enough exercise today because I'm going to be in a car for 17 hours. I might as well just seal the deal and also just stuff my face with some roast beef. I my experience with Arby's is strictly road trips. I mean, sometimes I have it as, like, oh, Arby's is in this area. I'll have Arby's, I guess. But no, it's more of a road trip kind of vibe. And you and me personally have done it.
Yeah, I think it was the Atlanta trip that we
Yeah.
went on where like we went. Remember we got like the Shamrock Shakes. I'm pretty sure. No, it's not the Shamrock Shakes. That's McDonald's. They had something where it was like a mint shake, basically, kind of
So good.
copying off that.
Yeah.
Good stuff though. Exactly, it's road trip food. You don't go to Arby's like on purpose. At least I don't know one who like does like with the intention of other than okay, I'm on a road trip. I might like you said, I'm gonna put beef in
Yeah,
my mouth.
exactly. And I when I did stand up last year, I had a really good joke that I really liked where Arby's had their own vodka, which is a
Oh,
true story, by the way. Arby's has their own vodka, and it's crazy to think about it. It's like crinkle cut or curly fried vodka, no joke. And it was like, I don't know. I wanted to buy it. It was like $60 a bottle, and it sold out immediately. I'm not sure if they're still making it, but that's the kind of place Arby's is, where they make their own crinkle cut fried vodka.
yeah. Like, I don't like that taste of that. Just the
Exactly.
sound of that.
Exactly.
I did
Uh,
find out who the artist was though, who came up with the jingle.
yeah.
Do you have any guesses of which rapper it is?
I'm going to guess it is T-Pain.
No, but that's pretty close. Pretty close.
I don't know. I just feel like he would have a jingle or something like that, and I feel like that'd be something of note in his career.
Oh. In this case, it's Pusha T.
Oh, so I got the T right, is what you're saying. I got the T and the P right.
Just in reverse.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's cool.
Yeah, Pusha T makes millions off of that jingle. The we have the meats and the dun dun. Like
That's,
he
that's awesome.
apparently he makes like a bunch more off like other jingles of it's not just fast food chains, but like other current radios and commercials. I'll have to look it up more. Really, Darren, please come back. We need you at these trying.
I know we're trying to get all this information, and apparently this is an information-filled episode. But no, Arby's is an easy swipe right to me because I only have to experience it on road trips. And I know they get a lot of flack. Like people are like, you like Arby's?
Mhm.
I never thought it was bad.
Yeah. Again, like it is kind of road trip food, so
Yeah,
it's
definitely.
like am I gonna purposely go out to Arby's every now and then? Not really, but I will swipe right on it because of those curly fries. Those are
Yeah,
good. Those are good.
exactly. Uh, Speaking of pretty good fries, not so much fries, but onion rings.
Nah,
Burger King, dude.
Burger King.
I'm already gonna say it. I'm swiping right on Burger King because I love their onion rings. It's probably just fried fucking whatever, but I have a soft spot for their Burger King onion rings.
Oh, they're good. If I had to compare it to McDonald's, I actually would probably swipe left on McDonald's versus Burger King. 'Cause Burger
Oh,
King,
really? You choose Burger King over McDonald's?
yeah, I've
Whoa.
I like their fries better. I feel like I just like how their fries are a lot bigger. I can microwave the fries at least. McDonald's fries,
No,
there's no saving. There's no saving them.
no,
They're
no.
gone.
Those are soggy right after. If they get cold and you reheat them, those are soggy.
30 minutes, they're done and done. Burger King though, you could reheat anything with it. I think it's just because it's like bigger size, so that way like it just absorbs more. I'm not a physicist. Darren, please come back. You probably have the answers to this. I don't know. But like yeah, it's just Burger King food lasts longer. They even like won like ad awards these past 2 years. Swipe right for me.
You see, I haven't ordered their fries in such a long time, but I've had their fries every single time I go there. I'll explain.
Yeah.
Every single time you order onion rings, and I kid you not, there is going to be one or two hidden fries in that. And it's the reverse thing too. If you get an order of just fries, there is going to possibly be an onion ring in your fries. It's like this unspoken code to where, oh, you ordered onion rings? Okay, here's some fries too.
A little treat afterwards.
Exactly. There's never been a time where I haven't gotten a fry in my onion rings, but yeah, love their burgers, sesame seed buns.
Yeah.
Exactly.
10 out of
So
10.
10 out of 10, man. I'm swiping right as well.
10 out of 10. Trying to think if there's anything else to say with.
I'm trying to yeah, I mean, I'm so passionate about the onion rings that I didn't even prepare anything else for Burger King, but that's all I need.
No. Good flavor. Good, no, sorry. Good menu variety too.
Exactly.
They have
Yeah.
breakfast. They added that in the past few
Yeah.
years. They're still experimenting with more stuff.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Exactly, man. Whew, this one, I don't know about this one, man. Do you want to start?
Checkers. Checkers again, like just like Sonic. Like my mom really likes checkers too, and me, I'm okay with it. It's all right. Like I'm not. The customer service. Sometimes the people are kind of mean.
They've been mean every single time I go there. I've never had like a good experience there.
Huh.
And the fact that have you ever been inside of Checkers? You'd be
You
lying
think?
if you said you did. They have only outdoor seating. It is one of those. I like the one thing they have going for them. It's a pretty efficient drive through. They have two
Yeah.
different lanes. It's a pretty cool concept to where you're doing that, you leave. But I've never. No, it's too greasy for me. The fries, they aren't they that orange? Like, aren't they
Yeah.
aren't they a different color fry?
They're not even like sweet potato fries, I'd like to say. Like they're just like they're just a completely different hue, different shade of fry altogether. To where it's
Yeah.
like, and again, the grease thing too. I feel like that adds to it. Like you try to put a bag of like checkers on your lap, you're gonna have a greasy lap by the time you get back home. And like at least
Mhm.
Sonic, they kind of have the whole like they have the drive-through thing as well too. But like you can't even like sit and eat at the checkers because it's all outside. And if you do, you're gonna have pigeons coming at you. Like I don't vibe with that. I don't like birds coming
Yeah.
for my food.
Eh, and the last couple of times that I've had Sonic, not Sonic, I'm Checkers. Uh, I tried to give their like I think they have these new tenders that came out, and there's like new dipping sauces. Those were like the worst tenders that I've ever had. Like,
Really?
I would not recommend them. I was like, give me the burger that's like 10 times the grease as opposed to these. They were dry. And then the sauce packets that they're boasting about on like their whatever, I got it on DoorDash. The sauce that they were boasting about, you get like this much. Like it
Mm.
has to, you have to have a good tender to sauce ratio.
McDonald's does pretty good well with that. I feel like those are like perfect sizes for dipping.
I agree with that. I'm swiping left on checkers.
Yep.
I also agree with Chick-fil-A and their sauces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good segue, right? Just going right into it.
Perfect.
Yeah. um,
Chick-fil-A.
I have a pretty special relationship with Chick-fil-A.
You do. Like you can go first on this one.
Oh yeah. I used to work there. If you've ever been to the Chick-fil-A off of exit 55 of I-4 in the Davenport area, I opened that store. I was the first crew to be there. Uh, my blood, sweat, and tears are in that store. Um, some of them are in your fries. I have some stories for sure.
My favorite story that you've told about Chick-fil-A is how you made someone clean the floor. Um
Dude, uh, he's dating my sister. Isn't that insane? Yeah. So I got I got promoted to kitchen team leader at Chick-fil-A. And one of my first duties was to haze the new guy. I said, "Oh man, the fryer area, like where the grills and the fryer are, it's getting a little dirty back here. Let's get a little mop job done back here." And I go to the new guy and I was like, "Yo, here's some paper towels. You're gonna have to clean this up." And he's like, "Wait, you guys don't have a mop or like a squeegee or anything like that?" And I was like, "No, dude, it broke last night, so we've actually been having to get on our knees and cleaning shit up." And he's like, "Bro, are you for real though?" And I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm sorry." And he's like, "Fuck," and he gets on his knees and starts doing it. And my boss, in like about a 30 seconds time, I didn't let it go on too long. My boss in 30 seconds time comes back to my area and he's like, "Yo, Ian, what are you doing?" And I'm laughing my ass off at this point because I can't control myself because this guy is just wiping the floor with napkins. And I don't even explain the situation. He's like, "Get up." So the guy gets up and he's like, "The mop is back there. Whatever this clown told you is wrong." And he's like, "Bro." It's so funny now. The reason why I'm laughing and I can't keep it together is because that guy is dating my sister. Oh man. We're good friends now, but his first day on the job, I did not help that man out.
If Eileen ever makes like a mess in the kitchen, you just gotta like tell him, oh yeah, go grab some paper towels.
Yeah, oh yeah, exactly. If my dog makes a mess and he's over, I'm like, "David, shit, man."
The mop
Oh,
broke. How do you break a mop?
exactly. The fact that he believed me was something else. But yeah, I for from 2017 to about mid 2018, if you went to that Chick-fil-A, I was probably the one making your chicken sandwich or your nuggets because I was a part of the fryer. I was fryer guy. That was my specialty. So I was charge of anything fried. Yeah.
I think I also remember you telling me that they put all of the pretty people up front in order to do
Yeah, I mean that was my conspiracy because I applied to be front of house and then they gave me back of house and I was like, I see all the girls that were hired up there. Why is why am I back here with ugly Becky? No, I'm playing. I'm playing. But no, that's I have an inside scoop. What about you?
For me, nothing but good vibes with Chick-fil-A, great food. I would always go to the one at UCF. Convenient. I remember I would like see. I went there recently. I still like go there for like my doctor and everything, and like I'll stop at that Chick-fil-A sometimes.
Oh, okay.
And
Like, yeah, I thought you were
I'm
talking about your doctor.
at
I don't even know.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it's like,
No. But at UCF. But I saw someone who was working there that from the very first time that like I went there back in 2018. So for that, just 4 years later, it's still crazy that I'm still seeing someone. So I mean, like, good on them for still sticking with it. They're probably graduating soon. I talked to them and everything. I'm like, you probably don't remember me, but I remember you.
nice. And you're like, it was my pleasure to know you. Yeah, I mean, Chick-fil-A is a great first job. Definitely. I know so many people. I mean, I personally didn't stay, but I know so many people that were there from when they were 16 all the way until like they were 24 because of like not moving up in the company because it's like kitchen lackey to kitchen leader. It's $1 increase. But no, I mean they have it's really good vibes. And I think I didn't do this because I like went a different route with college, but I think if you work there for like 4 years, there's
Oh
something
yeah.
tuition wise that they will like pay for your college, something like that. I don't remember,
I
but
think
yeah,
you might have to go to like a special college. I'd like to. I can't
it's
remember if it
something
was.
like that. But I do know that they do something for education, so it's a great first job for sure.
Oh,
So
great job, great food, great vibes. We're
great
swiping right.
vibes. If you were the kid who showed up with Chick-fil-A when somebody brought food, when like your mom brought food to your school, like you were the rich kid. Like there's bringing McDonald's to school, and that's already a good experience. But someone who brought Chick-fil-A, you're like, dude, your house
Yeah.
is big.
You know what I remember? I remember all the kids back in high school, the PPCA kids. They would all go to Chick-fil-A like after class. After
And
we
they
got done with
never
our.
invited us
I got invited like one. No, I think we just went like with our Haines City group or something like that.
because
Probably
we had to start our own clique.
did. Our clique was better though. We actually
Oh,
we were actually friends after college.
oh. Well, you know where we also used to go
Yeah.
during when it opened up next to Polk State College, Panda Express.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's our next one already on the list. And yeah, when that Panda Express opened up in Winter Haven, right next to Polk State, we went there a good like 4 or 5 times before we graduated.
I remember going there. I would take my sister and her friend Jocelyn back in the day. Like I would help them with the drive-through and everything. I don't have to order for them. That was like my first like big experience, like drive-through experience, having to like order for somebody else, you know. Um, and it's just like that where you're in the drive-through, you're like the what do I get?
Yeah, exactly.
But
Um,
good food.
good. I like Panda Express, or I liked past tense. Last couple of times, maybe it's just a location that's near me, but it's been not that great. And also, I have a dedicated Chinese restaurant that I go to. Shout out to oh frick, I forgot my Chinese place. Uh,
The one
oh my
Waterford.
god,
Is it
in
just
Waterford.
Waterford? Is it just Waterford Chinese or is it something like that?
No, it's not Waterford Chinese. I have them on speed dial. This is something that that Darren probably couldn't look up. Oh, uh, Pine Garden.
Like it's
Pine
good
Garden.
Chinese. I've had that.
Yeah,
It's great.
yeah, you we have been, but yeah, Pine Garden's my go-to. So anything compared to Pine Garden now just doesn't compare.
Mm.
So yeah, I'm not a fan of Panda Express that much anymore because I've been experienced to real Americanized Chinese food.
True. And those places do tend to be a lot better, a lot more authentic. But for me, like if I'm looking for fast Chinese food though, like Panda Express still beats them. I feel like at that time. So for me, I'm gonna swipe right, still on Panda.
Oh, this may be the only one we disagree on then. Yeah, I'm gonna swipe left. We've been so good so far. Maybe this would have been the first episode where we agreed. Fuck. Know what?
Oh
I gotta
no.
stick. I gotta stick by. I'll stick by. I'm swiping left. Yeah.
Oh,
Although I respect what they did for me in high school because I liked it then.
yeah, it was good.
Yeah.
But if you're going to get your gains, Ian, you got to go to Chipotle. Got to get the double meat, get double protein, get the lettuce, get the cheese.
I think it's the reverse experience for me.
Oh,
I was a basic white kid, and anything as ethnic as Chipotle growing up, I'm like, what the hell? Even yeah, I'm half white, half Filipino. I was not an adventurous eater up until like probably middle school or something like that. But I did not like if my family went to Chipotle, uh, like my mom, sister, and mom. Wait, my mom, sister, and dad would get Chipotle, and I would go next doors and get like McDonald's or something like that because I didn't like it, but now I love it. So it's the reverse Panda Express for me.
I feel that. As a kid, I was like a really picky eater. So I'd never had Chipotle back then. I would have McDonald's, but I'd be the weird kid where I would just get like a burger with nothing on it just because I was that picky. I didn't explore anything with toppings. So I'm trying to think if I was like in fourth grade trying to go to Chipotle, I'd probably just get the meat. Like I'd
Can I get the tortilla, the chip, and the chicken? Like, do you want it as a quesadilla? I mean, a taco, a burrito? Nope. Exclusively in that order and also separate containers.
I was like that. I had the freaking lunch tray type of thing where like it would separate it out and all that growing up.
Nice.
It was a problem. But
Food can't
Chipotle
touch.
food can't touch. But Chipotle, they're all about touching.
It really,
That's
really
a
is.
that's a new
Yeah.
slogan.
Chipotle. It's all about touching. Uh, but no, I really like Chipotle now. My sister used to work for them for about a year now, for she worked for them for about a year, but not now. But yeah, I really like it. I don't have a go-to order. Like I mixed it up every single time with getting a burrito or a bowl or a bowl or a burrito. Those are the only two options I think. But yeah, I try to mix it up each time I go.
I would go a lot more. I went a lot more often my senior year because the roommates that I had, they were freshmen and they were like all about Chipotle. So I'd always like get a ride with them and we would go out. We've been in like in the one by UCF, crazy long lines sometimes. Like you're waiting a good like 30 to 45 minutes sometimes for your order just because of how packed they get, especially on those days where they do like the double or like the BOGO bowls, like people like stock up on that. So good
Yeah.
food. I'm gonna still swipe right on it, but
Oh yeah, me too. Me too.
lines be crazy.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, white girls love Chipotle. I
True.
mean, you're taking yeah, hey, Bumble or Tinder date, you go
Chipotle.
to Chipotle. Yeah. Have you?
But no, I haven't had a Chipotle date yet. But
Hey, to
hey,
our to the third listener who calls in right now, even though this is pre-recorded.
you can go out with me to Chipotle. Separate paychecks though.
Separate paychecks. You also have to get your own chips.
But speaking of things that white girls like, white dads, you know what they love? They love Long John Silver's.
Really?
I don't know, probably. I like the who is the demographic for Long John Silver's, and the only people that I could think of probably dads who are like really into fish.
I I don't even know where the nearest Long John Silver's is. Is it long? Wait, hold up. Is it Long John Silver or Long John Silver's?
This is why we need a producer.
Yeah, I feel like I've always described
Silver's.
it. Silver's. Okay, thank God. Because I was like, I feel like I've always described it as you like plural.
Mhm.
It's like the Berenstein Bears or whatever.
Or like PetSmart or Pet Smart. You know,
Oh my God, that's a good one too. That's gonna be episode 6. But no, so it's Long John Silver's. So it's possessive. So
yes.
that means it's Long John Silver's. Wait, I don't even know. But I saw the apostrophe there, so it's possessive for something.
Well, what do they possess?
Bad
Fish.
food.
That too.
Yeah, oh my gosh, if they're I don't know, man. I'm not a fan. I think I've only had it once in my life, if I've even fully had it there. Um, if
It-
I'm going to get seafood, I'm going to go out.
you're gonna go to Red Lobster. You're gonna go to like an actual establishment. You don't get fast food seafood, or you're gonna have a bad time. Even then, all the Long John Silver's, there's always connected to a KFC, a Taco Bell. Like there might be a standalone Long John Silver somewhere out there in the world, but they're always connected to something. So they can't stand on their own two sea legs.
I was just about to say, I was just about to say they can't even stand to be on their own. So it's an easy swipe left to me. I think I remember having their popcorn shrimp,
Mhm.
but I'm not a fan of popcorn shrimp anyway. And the fact that it was fast food popcorn shrimp probably wasn't good.
You would have been like your coworker, like just ripping ass at work if you got the popcorn shrimp today.
Exactly. That's like getting like a pizza from 7-Eleven. That kind of vibe. Like
Or,
it's yeah.
or any like sports food. If you go to like a stadium and you have to get food there, stadium food basically.
Yeah.
Oh,
Complete it's
brutal.
expensive and not worth it in the end for stadium food.
No, no, no.
Speaking of, we may be going to a Tampa Bay Rays game if you want. You
Me,
you and your friend can go see Grant and Ian at Tampa Bay Rays, July 16th. Uh, yeah, please sponsor us.
please come out.
Yeah,
Please put us on the jumbotron.
exactly. Hey, we may. Um, but that was. I know we have a few left to talk about, and we can get into it. But we left a couple off the main list to do the lightning
Lightning
round,
round.
round.
We have the meats.
We have the lightning round meets. So I'm going to do the. Do you want me to do? Do you want me to do you first, Grant? To where I say each one of these, and then you swipe, and then you can go back to me.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah, yeah.
because I think the last time we did a lightning round, you kind of can't hear one of our audios because we went at the same time.
Yeah.
So let's go one at a time. Are you ready?
I'm mentally ready.
Okay. And I'm going to go out of order. So you don't know what I'm going to say and you have to think about it that quickly.
Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. White Castle or Crystal?
White Castle.
Del Taco or Taco Bell?
Taco Bell.
Subway or Jimmy John's?
Subway.
Popeyes or KFC?
Popeyes.
Culver's or Dairy Queen?
Culver's all the way.
Oh.
You ready for this?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Alrighty, alrighty. Del Taco versus Taco Bell.
Taco Bell.
White Castle versus Crystal.
Crystal.
Culver's versus Dairy Queen.
Dairy Queen.
Subway versus Jim John.
Subway.
Popeyes versus KFC.
KFC. Ooh.
KFC.
What did we differ on? Was that you said Popeyes?
I said Popeyes.
Huh.
My reason is because KFC is kind of the best way to describe it is divorced dad food. I'm sorry, but my dad, every time I hung out with my dad growing up, you would always get KFC for me and my sister. And nothing wrong with it, balling on a budget, but no respect, no hate, no hate. Love that he did it back in the day. But the fact that it was always KFC though, like was kind of to the point where I was like, Dad, we could like mix it up. We can go to McDonald's, we can go to like Burger King. I know you like that too. It was always KFC.
Yeah,
So
it's because all you had to do was order the bucket. He didn't actually have to listen to your order. Can I just get the bucket? I've never gone to KFC and looked at the menu. I want the bucket.
so that's my reason for swiping left on that. But why'd you swipe right on KFC?
I like KFC. Number one, the bucket. Number two, I haven't gone in a while, but I'm pretty sure they have a really good biscuit, and also like the mash and gravy. So I don't know. I maybe it's just I don't usually go to either KFC or Popeyes, but I guess I'm more familiar with KFC, even though I can't think. Oh wait, never mind. Never mind. KFC had really good commercials back in the day. I'm not sure if you remember this, but every single couple months they would change the actor who would play uh, Colonel Sanders.
Really?
Yeah, they had Norm Macdonald, they had Jim Gaffigan. I think at one point they had Nick Offerman, if I'm not mistaken. Darren, fact check me, please. But no, definitely the first two. And yeah, they kept changing. I think Norm Macdonald was the best uh, Colonel Sanders, and rest in peace, man.
Peace.
Yeah. But and then the Popeyes though with the jingle, love that chicken for Popeyes. So yeah,
I,
Kentucky over Louisiana.
I will agree with you on the biscuit though, because oh my God, if you eat a Popeyes biscuit with a Sprite, you're just go to the hospital. You're already gonna have a choking hazard right there. They should put a warning on the menu when you order a biscuit from Popeyes that you're gonna need like someone to resuscitate you afterwards.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Uh, let's see. We both agreed on Subway.
Yep.
I mean, Jimmy John's has free smells, but Subway has actual good food. I'm just playing. I like Jimmy John's, but Subway is superior.
For me, if I know we talked about like McDonald's and Chick-fil-A, like bringing them to like lunch, like you'd be the cool kid. For me, having like bringing Subway
Oh,
to lunch,
definitely.
you were balling. Like, especially if you
Dude,
got the meal, you got the Dorito chips, you got the soda. Like, oh my,
no,
you had
no,
clout. You had clout.
No. Don't go to Subway and get the Doritos. You got to go and get the Miss Vicky's,
It's Vicky's.
the Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips.
Oh, they're Cape Cod chips, like those types of.
No, it's called Miss Vicky's. I know Cape Cod the brand, but if you go next time you go to a Subway, they have Miss Vicky's jalapeno chips, dude.
Are
And you know
those
what?
new or those have they always had those?
Huh?
Have they always had those, or is that something new?
Always.
Always.
And you know what? You just unlocked a memory when you were talking about chips at Subway.
Yeah.
I used to know a kid back in elementary school whose dad worked for like Miss Vicky's, like the distributor, and he would always bring like 5 or 6 bags and give them out to like our lunch table.
Damn.
Yeah, man. You gotta know people. That was the first experience that I had with networking. Didn't even like the guy. Uh,
That's
yeah,
business majors.
exactly. I thought you'd appreciate that. But yeah, no, the Subway is definitely superior, and I agree with you. If I brought Subway to work tomorrow, oh, best
Well,
believe my 40-year-old coworkers would be like, my wife didn't pack me that.
Ian, can your wife make me food?
Let's see.
Also, Subway has good cookies.
Oh man, the raspberry cheesecake cookie that they have right now, so delicious.
Sublime.
Sublime. Taco Bell, Del Taco, is that even a discussion?
No.
No.
I mean, Del Taco, they got the Tex-Mex. They're a little bit unique, but what does it matter if you have variety if it isn't good?
It looks like I have no mouth when I do this. I still see your mouth,
Damn it.
but I think it's because of my lighting. My lighting is actually dying right now. But yeah, no discussion there. I love Taco Bell. Uh, White Castle Crystal.
White Castle.
I think I went Crystal, but guess what?
What?
I've never had White Castle.
Really?
They don't. They just opened their first location in Orlando last year, and I've never had it outside of the state. So, yeah.
Lines are crazy long though.
But because it's the only one. I've had like the frozen
Mhm.
White Castle, but I heard that's not even comparable at
No,
all.
you
No.
can't. You
Yeah.
can't.
So that's why I had to go with Crystal. I mean, I love the concept of the slider, but I need to have White Castle. Let's go on a road trip just to do White Castle.
Let's do it. We'll make it happen. On the way
Exactly.
to the Rays game.
What? I guess we could, yeah, because there is the one location. Yeah, I was thinking about going to New York.
Oh, do
Yeah,
they have in there?
I thought they were from the north.
I didn't know that.
They definitely are because Impractical Jokers. I remember one of the first episodes. It's like the Castle of White, and they're based in Orlando, or I mean, New York. So yeah,
Okay. Didn't know that.
yeah.
Oh,
And
we got
then Culver's Dairy Queen. You said Culver's
yeah.
food
I
wise or dessert wise?
A little bit of both. I've
Oh,
had so back in when I was living in like Illinois, that was like my go-to place for like fast food. Like that was a treat. Like that was like my Chili's basically. Like you'd be going out to Culver's. They had something on the menu where like it was like one of those paper menus where if your fry that they made you was longer than like the fry that they had on the paper menu, you got a free dessert out of it. It was so cool. I won those. They had the best cookies. They got rid of the cookies now. Like I went back recently when we moved to Florida. I was so disappointed because they didn't like Culver's was barely a thing here. Um, they don't have the cookies here anymore.
that that's exactly it. I think I had to do Dairy Queen because of my first experience with Culver's, I think is when it was first coming down here, and it was like 4 or 5 years ago. Like I never heard of this place before until like that time. So it was never part of my childhood. I'm biased towards Dairy Queen because of dessert. Really, I don't think I've ever had food from Dairy Queen, but I think I just need to give Culver's a little bit more of a shot. I've had their custard before,
Yeah.
but I think I prefer at the current moment Dairy Queen. You know them doing the cup. Exactly. The cup flip. If no one is watching this,
All they heard was just like a
the cup.
noise
Yeah,
on our
yeah. Just the cup. But I think they knew what I'm pretty sure our listeners knew what we were talking about with the cup and then the silence afterwards. They could probably just picture us doing the flip. I would hope so. But I think that is it on our discussion. I have one more thing.
Yeah.
Wasn't on the list. Unprepared, off the script. Grant, I'm getting closer to the screen. Are you
Say it.
going? Are you going to swipe right or left on Fazoli's?
Swiping right on Fazoli's all day, every day. If you don't swipe right on Fazoli's, you're dead to me.
I had Fazoli's February of 20 no, March, I dare say, of 2022 of this year of Christ for the first time because there's not one in Florida, I think. There's one in Atlanta and I had it and it was really good. You described it to me. My girlfriend described it to me. It's fast food Italian.
And the breadsticks are good, right? They're phenomenal.
It was so good, Grant. I'm so sad that I never had that as a child.
They used to have one in Winter Haven,
I
and
know.
they got rid of it. I remember that day. I was so sad. My mom, she got me McDonald's breakfast, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we're still going to Fazoli's, right?" Because it was the last day they were gonna have it. She's like, "Oh no, I got you McDonald's breakfast. That means we're not going out to get more fast food." And I'm like,
What the hell, Mom? If you make me your fucking meatloaf instead of the last day of Fazoli's, I will fucking cry.
"Mom, please."
Grant is crying right now.
It does look like that. I'm crying though.
It does kind of. Yeah, you have some rosy cheeks right now. But yeah, I just wanted to throw that one in there. I kind of knew I was going to throw it in there at the end because I knew what you were going to say. Uh,
Good
but
call.
hey, I think we did it. I'm trying to think of any other last minute additions we can do.
This one we might leave up to the audience. Audience,
Yeah.
let us know in the comments, either on the podcast. I don't think you can comment on Spotify, right?
You can,
No.
hey, how about leave a review? And in that review, people will be confused why you just put a restaurant name. But but at
The
least,
the most unique review that we get, we will get you a gift card to the place that you selected.
oh yes. And
But
it
it has to be
won't,
the most creative review.
it has to be the most creative review. And it also, this gift card will not cover the full meal. We will not disclose the amount that we're going to put on this gift card. You're just going imagine if if we get them like we don't tell them what amount is on there, they get there and it only covers like $2 and they're the fools who have to do a split payment. We never said it would cover your meal, we said it would be a gift card.
Could be 69 cents, could be $2, could be
It could just be the gift card. We just took it. We didn't load it. We didn't load it up.
you have a gift card. We delivered. It's in the contract.
Yeah. You just got a free piece of plastic there.
Whatever value you ascribe to it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's basically like a blank check, but you have to put the amount on it with your money. That's what gift cards are.
And on our next podcast, we're going to be ranking gift cards.
What gift card do you not want your grandmother to give you? Macy's.
It's a fast answer.
I had experience with it. Like, fuck. I said I wanted GameStop. Oh, man. I think that's the episode.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Grant Smith.
And I'm Ian Castro. And thank you for listening to another silly yet intriguing installment of I'd Swipe Right to That.
Have a good night, folks.
And happy 4th of whatever month you're listening to this on. We're recording it in July, so it's happy 4th to us of July. But you can say happy 4th of August.
Or September. We don't judge.
Exactly.
Bye-bye.